unironic enthusiasm. Welcome to another Saturday of Alice does not know what she's doing. So, Chinese tones. Zoa's asked me about this, CI's asked me about this, a bazillion more of my friends have asked me about this. You guys know me by now. I am bilingual. And for me, really, Chinese and English sound pretty much exactly the same with some minor differences. So whenever I'm talking to somebody about Chinese, it's always the tones that bother them. I don't understand why we use tones to communicate in English all the time. So, you know, somebody would ask me, what are the tones? Say all the tones, and I'd give them the classic and they'd reply, they'd try imitating it, and I'd get something back like Yeah, I'm not trying to teach you how to sing. The thing is, we use tones in English to communicate all the time. Just take any word. Let's say, I don't even know, what? Okay, yeah, what? What's actually a pretty good word. So, this is the first time I've done this. If you put on the 4 syllables for what, you get what. And the 4 whats just totally feel different. The first flat syllable kind of implies a genuine question. What? You're asking a question. It's a question. The second tone, what, kind of implies a surprise, a shock. What the heck? What the freak? Insert curse words. Anyways, moving on. What? So the third tone kind of implies a confusion, a I don't understand, a can you explain more about what you just said? And the fourth tone, what? It's actually, at that point, it's more of a statement than a question. It's more like, what just happened? What? You're happy, you're excited. So yeah, in English even, you could put these tones onto any random word, especially the words that have a wide variety of uses. And you could convey information based on the tone, which is essentially the same thing in Chinese, where the tone doesn't only convey emotions, it actually means different things if you say it differently. The classic example is mom and horse are the same sound but different tones. And once you've immersed yourself enough, you get the feeling of it. And there's an ambulance outside. Speaking of ambulance, so there's a lot of words that sound the same in English and in Chinese, right? So coffee, cafe, sofa, shafa. My Chinese is not that good. Well, it's as good as my English is, which, you know, whatever. But so ambulance, actually, if you translate that via sound to Chinese, it translates into ambulance. I mean, it kind of sounds the same, right? But ambulance translates back through meaning to I cannot die, which I think is just the most genius thing that somebody has ever come up with. There are a lot of subtle tones in English that you're using every day. For example, now, you know, if I recorded this video in a purely robotic, just first tone, you would not be watching this video right now because it's just so boring and I don't know what I'm doing. There's just no emotion in these sentences, and it's not how people talk, right? So CI asked this question several weeks ago of how do you even type in Chinese? Actually, Chinese, unlike the whatever European scripts, Chinese has the exact same 26 letters, period, done. So I type in pinyin personally on my computer. It's the same letters. We don't have V, we have a U with 2 dots. So we supplement the U with 2 dots with the V on the keyboard, and bam, done. And really, it's a lot of the same sounds also. So F is F, H is H, W is W. Okay, maybe that's not the same. I'm just picking out random letters. B is B, P is P. So, you know, pig, yeah, that's essentially the same. So actually, my parents banned me from learning more Chinese when I was first learning English, because they were afraid I would see all the similarities between the two languages and mess everything up in my mind somehow. And actually, even though they banned me, I still have some sounds just mixed up in my mind. Sometimes when I'm talking in English, I could just snap over to Chinese mode because I think I said something in Chinese, or I think somebody else said something in Chinese. And it's so weird. Chinese and English are the same language. That's the conclusion I've come to, and that's probably a good note to end on. I'll see you all next week. Bye.